Thank you very much for taking the time to meet with us today. To go ahead and get started, why don't you just give us a brief introduction about yourself?
Hi, I'm Humayra. So I've been working at Softheon for almost a year now. I started off as a part-time and eventually became full-time because I was a student when I started. And then I became full-time. I started off as a Client Operations Analyst, and I'm still working at that same position. And my team is Client Operations team. Yep.
Awesome. So, what would you say is a typical day for you in your role as a client operations analyst?
Sure. So in my team, we're usually answering phone calls, whether it's from like clients from each carrier or if it's an individual member. We are also taking care of a lot of CRM tickets. We're also meeting with the rest of the teams, even if it's our team, also teams that's like not our team, obviously. Yeah, that's how a typical day looks like in my role.
Awesome. So for those that don't know, what is a CRM ticket?
CRM ticket is basically like tickets made by each carrier. So they assign it to us, and each ticket. So let me give you an example of how the tickets look like. So it could be something to suppose like reactivate a member. So suppose they're not enrolled anymore, or their time period ended. So we're assigned to basically reinstate these members. So that's how a ticket might look like.
Okay, very cool. Thank you. All right, so you mentioned that you work on the operations team.
Mhm.
So can you tell us a little bit more about what that team does?
Of course. So we focus on individual members or the clients from each carrier. We also, like help out with any general questions they might have, or like the tickets that they create. We can resolve those issues. Um, we also answer any healthcare related questions. So if any member wants to sign up for a healthcare or they have questions related to each healthcare that they're signed up for, if they want to enroll or they want to make a payment even, that's what we usually take care
Okay, very cool. That's awesome.
of.
So what attributes would you say does someone need to be successful in this position?
Definitely, I feel like people should be comfortable to talk. I feel like it can be nerve-wracking when you're talking on the phone, or especially with the quarantine going on, because everything's online. You're not even meeting face to face. So that definitely makes it harder. I feel like everyone should be comfortable talking. Also asking questions. I feel like that's a really important thing, because even though these tasks might seem like it's not that hard, eventually things might get difficult, or like you might get stuck into a complicated situations. That time, the team is like the best place. Like anyone to ask questions to, that's the best thing to do. I feel like you should have to be comfortable to do something like that.
Absolutely. And so how did you come to find Softheon?
That was a super fun experience. So there was a career fair going on, and you and me, like that's how I met you. I was walking around the career fair, and I see this huge line in front of Softeon, and I was like, "Why is everyone so attached to that place?" And then I go over and I see Softeon. I was, of course, that's why. And then I meet each person that was there that day, and you guys were the friendliest people ever. Like you guys were so comforting and so easy to talk to. I was like, this is where I want to work with. Like this is the environment that I want to be in. So yeah, that's how I started getting interested in Softeon.
That's awesome. And so since you've been here for about a year now, what would you say is your favorite part about working at Softheon?
Definitely the people for sure. Like I love each person that I work with. Everyone's super nice, super friendly, and I'm never afraid to ask questions. Like even though everything is online, like I would feel like there would be like a barrier or something. No, there's none of that. Like everything's so smooth. I love that. And also the gifts. Oh my God, I love getting gifts. Okay, let me show you. I've been using the Softion backpack. The notebook, everything. Like I use everything is good quality too, which is incredible. Like I love that.
Oh, that's awesome. Perfect. All right, so those are all the questions that we have. I wanted to open it up if you have anything else that you'd like to add about your time here at Softheon, or if you'd like to say anything to any of the students that might be applying.
I feel like everyone should apply. Like, it's so incredible to work here. It's especially, this is my first job. And if I'm enjoying my first job this much, like my official first job, then like you guys are setting, like Softheon set the bar way too high. Like I feel like no other company can beat that. So if you guys join this company, you wouldn't want to leave anywhere. Like you would not want to leave this company. So go ahead, apply.
Perfect. All right, thank you so much, Humayra.
No worries, no problem.